Hello everyone, how you doing? Super. If you're new here to my channel, you're very welcome. My name is Aquarian and I'm really excited that you're here today. Where have you been? There's always something here to bless you every Wednesday. And for every one of you that's been on this journey, thank you so much. And I don't take you guys as well for granted. Thank you. Right, so today I'm going to share a quick story. Something I remembered recently happened years ago. And then we'll go from there, yeah? So, when I became a new Christian, early days of my Christian journey, I was in a church, um, and this pastor was very keen on us speaking in tongues. However, at that time, 'cause I didn't know better. I didn't want to speak in tongues because I didn't see the need. I just thought just so much, so dramatic. I just thought I was very anti-Pentecostal. If I'm being honest, like people just like drama. What is all this? What are they saying? Nobody understands what they're saying, and so it wasn't what I wanted. It wasn't it like I disliked it. I didn't even like it. If I'm so when the pastor was I can remember the first time he prayed for me. I was literally just laughing in my head. And like, when this one is ready, you should just leave me alone, like. And the second time, this time he was praying with two other ministers. I could be really praying. And in my head, I was just like, can you just leave me alone? Did I tell you I want to speak in tongues? I don't want to speak in tongues. I don't like it. So I was really I was getting upset in my head and I was really making fun of them, really like, well, when you people are done, let me know. So that kind of attitude I had, like, when you're done, you let me know. So they did, prayed and prayed. I didn't speak in tongues, but I didn't want it. So like, they were praying for something for me that I didn't want. And so it was just not being answered because I'm the recipient of this blessing and this gift, isn't it? So. But then again, the third time, again, yes, this, this pastor and the same ministers were praying for me again. But this time around, I think I've had enough of this prayer. So the praying, and before I used to have the attitude of like, oh, just leave me alone. I'm making fun. But on this occasion, I was like, you know what, God, this is enough. I've had enough of this prayer. Now I really want to speak in tongues. I want to have this thing. I want to speak in tongues. But this is too much. This is becoming embarrassing. Always praying for me for same thing. And so while they were praying, I was just saying this under my breath, like, God, make me speak in tongues. I really want to have this thing. Let me speak in tongues. And I kid you not, as they were praying for me, I started speaking in tongues. And I'm like, oh, so this is real, like people speak in tongues and things like that. Even though I still didn't know the importance at that time, but I really wanted it because I wanted it so bad because they've prayed this prayer for too many times and I wanted it. So it really just made me think that sometimes we are the stumbling blocks to our own prayers being answered. Because some of us have like praying spouses, praying friends, praying parents, church members praying for you for things. And they're praying and praying and praying, but they're not seeing results. It's just because what they are praying for, do you really want it? Do you really want it? Or sometimes, like, if Jesus is here and asking you, what do you want? What do you really want? No, if God asks you, ask me now, what do you want? Oh, God, please bless me. Bless you with what exactly? What do you want? You know, it's in the Bible when Jesus, some of the miracles he did, like the man at the pool couldn't walk, he's been there for years. And then Jesus sees him and is asking him, do you want to get well? I can imagine if I was there, like, come on. Like, clearly he wants to get well. He's on the floor, but he asked him, do you want to get well? Because some of us might think we need something, but do you really need it? Do you want to get well? And then even with blind Bartimaeus in the Bible, oh, Jesus, son of David and all that. And when Jesus had looked at, Jesus had his attention and looked at him and like, what do you want me to do for you? And even like, you're Jesus the healer. As a blind man crying, seeking for you, saying, help me, have mercy. And then you're asking him, what do you want me to do for you? Clearly he wants to get healed. But no, Jesus asked because he wants to know, like, you might be blind, but doesn't necessarily mean that you want to see. It's the truth. So it's asking him, what do you want me to do for you? And then the blind man says, I want to see. So until we come to the realization of what we really want, prayers are going to be answered. So you might be in a situation, people are praying for you to leave that situation because they think that's not a good situation for you, but do you really want to leave that situation? And so this is really, sometimes apparently for parents, people who have praying parents, parents are praying for, like, I'm a Nigerian, there's a certain age in Nigeria, it's just common. Every parent wants their children to get married at a certain age. And they're praying for get married, get married, get married. And that adult child does not want to get married. And then you're praying and praying, you're praying in one direction, you're going the other direction, and then your parents are getting frustrated, going to all the prayer houses and praying. But this child does not want to get married. So I think one tip would be like, maybe ask them, what do they really want? So if you know it's time for them to get married, and then maybe they don't want to get married, at least so you can, at least you can then align your prayers better. Just, okay, God, please give them a change of heart, make it known to them why they should get married. That's a better prayer. So like they will come to that awareness why they need to get married, and then they will also then be in alignment with your own prayers for them, as opposed to you fasting and they don't even want to get married. So it really just occurred to me, because if Jesus is here today and is asking me, what do you really want? Can you really tell Jesus what you want? So until you really want it, it's not going to happen. Everybody could be praying, but do you really want it? So until I wanted to speak in tongues, no matter what they were doing, just like, but I had I had enough. That also shows as well that don't give up on people you're praying for. I mean, the pastor didn't give up on me, they kept praying, and I wanted it eventually. Right, so I just thought to share that story today, like, just to really just make it known to us that sometimes we ourselves can be the stumbling blocks that prayer has been answered. So think about it, what you really want. Right, if this video has blessed you, give it a like, share someone that I think is going to bless as well. And I'll see you next week, Wednesday. Bye. And God bless you. Bye.